All right, so here is Sean Strickland, no longer the champion, but still one of the best 185-pounders in the world. He's got that high guard and outstanding boxing style. That says nothing of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt that he hasn't had to lean upon in recent big-time UFC fights. But this man is known for having outstanding cardio. He lives in the gym. He is a born fighter. And unlike a lot of men and women on this fight night, he loves fight night. He is able to channel those nerves in the proper way. And all eyes are on Sean Strickland in another massive spot here tonight. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Khamzat Chimaev steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sean Strickland. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go with the start of the round, and all eyeballs are fixed upon Khamzat Chimaev. More often than not, it's a short night at the office. How will he choose to proceed tonight? Will he go to the hands or will he go to the takedown? Remains to be seen, but clearly he believes he has a favorable matchup in front of him tonight. Well, it didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves this clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of changing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from this position. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Let's go. I need you to posture now.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, stay in there, buddy. Be composed. Use your footwork, and let's get focused.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Now into his mount. Big right hook there by the champ.
Chimaev's trying to lock up on a submission now. Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Arm still not out of harm's way yet.
Look at all the pressure on the arm. A lot of takedown defense, submission defense is just being calm and patient. He's got to be careful here.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount here. We're under 2 minutes now to go, round one. Ground and pound strike there now. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Beautiful transition.
Making all these shots count. Nice strike from bottom position. Chimaev's going for a choke. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
30 seconds now to go in the round. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
All right, take a seat. Deep breath for me. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen. You're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Connects now with the 1-2. Oh, nice jab by Strickland. Takedown defense is there. Short uppercut here in the clinch by Strickland. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Big right hand lands. Just misses with the straight right. Blocks the shot. Plenty of time to go here, round two. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimaev.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes. Using a lot of good movement.
Nice positional control here.
Nice.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Seconds winding down in round two. Good work from the top here by Chimaev. And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Nice punch by Strickland.
Good jab there by the champion. Oh, he hurt it bad with a jab. Oh, my goodness, what a kick.
Takedown defense holds up. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. That has been the most significant stat in this fight. The body strikes landed for this young man, working here towards the best performance of his UFC career. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And now some separation. Oh, he leads with the right hand there. A lot of these strikes are set up by good footwork, yes?
They are set up by good footwork, and he's not having to throw the jab every time because that right hand.
Oh, well-placed shot there, DC. He is officially rough.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Staying busy in the clinch to avoid a separation. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's past trying to find that shot again.
Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Good fight here, under 2 to go. Oh, good block there. Oh, knee strike right to the midsection.
Oh, beautiful level change. Oh, man!
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Under a minute now to go in this one.
He's got to be careful here. He's got his head looking for the arm triangle.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
That striking is on point, okay? We knew this is where we're going to be, so let's get out there, let's stay sharp.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
His misses are entertaining.
Well, he blocks the shot there. He's hurt. gets him.
And with the throw, goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
Nicely done.
Darce. Yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here.
That Darce is tight.
He's going to go to sleep. It's over.
Oh, he cleared it and he got out.
He cleared the leg, got to his back, and now he's out of that Darce choke.
Strickland's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. Good, solid strike on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is.
Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad. Oh, that's very deep now. Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Chimaev's in half guard. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds. Finish here. Chimaev's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here.
Oh, man, that was slick. Nice shot there by the champ.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Oh, well-timed overhand there by Khamzat Chimaev. Nice straight punch there. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
What submission is going to be? Oh, I think he's going for an arm triangle. He needs to push the left arm across, secure it with his hand.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight. And the fighters are inverted now. Nice shots landing from the top position.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. Watch armbar here. What a tight armbar.
Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Chimaev's right back to the full mount. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
I need more action on the ground. The ref's gonna stand you.
Waning seconds of this fight. All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-45, and 49-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so you heard it there from Buff. Khamzat Chimaev gets it done on the scorecards. He's your winner by decision tonight, and in large part because he wasn't going to force the finish.
No, he wasn't going to force the finish. He wasn't going to put himself in bad position. He was okay with however the fight ended.